Hello and welcome to the video with me, Ashley. And what I'm going to talk to you today about is getting bigger clients and what I did to go from clients that were paying me $5,000 a year to clients that were paying us $200,000 a year. And I'm going to break that down for you in this video. Now, before I do that, I make these videos for business owners who want to get more clients, make more money, and build better businesses. So if that is you and you want to do those things, click subscribe to get more of these types of videos to hopefully help you do that. So let's jump into it. Now, as I say, I am going to talk about my experience from running my service-based business, more specifically my cleaning company, to talk to you about how to get bigger clients, to get people who are going to pay you more money. And essentially, there are 2 or 3 main key things that you need to do and understand to actually get bigger clients who are going to pay you those big sums of money. Now, I will talk about clients that used to pay me 100 grand a year, 150 grand a year, even slightly smaller, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 pounds a year contracts. And a lot of people gawp at this and say, how do you find these contracts? How do you deal with these people? How do you get yourself in the door of those types of places? And the thing that holds back 90% of people is simply their mindset. And that's such a wishy-washy answer and something that I definitely wouldn't normally say. But speaking to my clients in Strategy 1 who are looking for these big types of clients, the thing that is holding most people back is simply not going after the big clients because they don't think they're ready for it. And let me tell you this, the first big client I got was £90,000 a year. Now, we were working with smaller clients. So we had clients that were paying us we were doing a couple of days a week. So 2 days a week, 3 days a week, something like that. 5 hours a week, 6 hours a week, small stuff, right? In terms of contracted work. And we went from those contracts, 5 grand a year, 6 grand a year, up to £90,000 a year contract with no real major changes other than the fact that I just targeted bigger companies. That was it. Yes, there's sales stuff. Yes, we need to find the right people. We need to contact them. We need to do the actual work to get in front of those people to sell to them. But that is just sales. That's just sales and lead generation skills that you can learn. The fact is most people don't believe that they can actually find and sign and deliver for those clients. But let me tell you that working with bigger clients normally is a lot easier than working with the smaller clients because they have lower expectations, they're less needy, and they just want you to get it done without micromanaging you as a contractor or a supplier for them, right? Whereas you work with smaller clients, smaller businesses, they want everything now and everything is the biggest issue in the world, right? So it's actually easier working with bigger clients. And all we did to begin with to go and to get those bigger clients was simply target them and believe that we can actually do that. Now, there are logistical things in there. You can't go from 0 to £1 million contract overnight. You have to be able to fund the contract and all sorts of technical stuff. But to get bigger contracts, even if it's a £30,000 thing, £50,000 thing, okay, at least in my industry or my old industry, it was just a case of going for the bigger stuff, finding who the right people were in those businesses and going after them, right? All the technical stuff, for me at least, was fairly easy to work out. Okay, so that is the first thing. Now, the second thing in terms of how to be getting these bigger clients, making more money, is charge more. Quite simply, right? And that's very easy to say, right? I currently charge £20 an hour. How do I just charge £40 an hour? Well, what you need to do is look at the service that you actually provide. I'm a very big fan of 2 factors when it comes to the service that you provide, whatever industry you're in: monthly recurring revenue and high profit upsells or one-off jobs. So we want that recurring revenue, that thing that just drips in every single month. And obviously the bigger the client, the bigger that amount of money is going to be. But one of the major factors on top of that to make a lot more money in your business and from your clients is one-off sales, high profit things that you can do, right? Now, again, for me, I had a cleaning company. So our daily stuff was going in, hoovering the floors and emptying the bins, right? And that was just basically hours times hourly rate equals how much we charge the client, right? And we had to be within a certain bracket to be within the industry. Some people charge not a lot, some people charge loads of money for that. We were real middle of the road kind of stuff, right? But the way that we made the majority of our profit was building in high profit jobs. So we would do like industrial cleaning, for example. So like high level cleaning, floor cleaning, warehouses, production, food production, like that sort of stuff, higher skill. And not every company does that. But we would charge, well, it was really varied, but a lot of the jobs that we did there were very, very high profit. And that's the key thing. So even if we went in and did a job for like 2 or 3 hours, we would be charging hundreds, sometimes even thousands of pounds for that job because it was more specialized. And that's where the money is made in those types of contract. Now, don't get me wrong, you need to price your jobs, your contracts, your services, whatever it is that you're providing, at a decent enough rate so you're making a decent profit margin, even on the monthly recurring revenue stuff, okay? That's the lifeblood of the business, that's the oxygen, that's the cash flow coming into your company every single month. But when it comes to making big chunks of lumpy cash coming into the business, you need to find that high profit, that high margin upsell or additional service that you can provide to your clients for not a lot more extra effort, but for a lot more money. Okay, and sometimes that means just being skilled at a specific thing, going and getting some qualifications to be able to do something else. Or sometimes it's not even qualifications; it's just doing it. Right? There were a lot of things that we did, for example, at levels of like floor cleaning, high level cleaning, that you need absolutely nothing at all for. No additional skills, no additional qualifications. I'll explain it to you. So we would do like a high level clean. And what that basically is cleaning like the roof inside. Okay. Now, sometimes you have to go up in like a cherry picker or a lift or something like that, which does require a qualification to do. But what you can also do is use a high reach vacuum cleaner, big carbon fiber poles, and you stand on the ground and you hoover the walls and you hoover the ceiling. No qualifications, not a massive amount of skill needed to do that, but we could charge thousands of pounds for that service because of the types of clients that we were going after. It was valuable to them, and therefore we could charge lots of money to do that. So not only do you just need to improve your mindset, just have the mindset of knowing that you can go after and deliver for bigger clients, bigger fish in your space, but it's also a case of once you've got those bigger fish, looking at ways that you can sell them more expensive things so that your basic contracts become expensive contracts, or at least expensive like upsells and sort of like specialist services that you can provide to those clients to make bigger lumpy chunks of cash. Now, I hear you say that's all well and good, Ashley, but how do you go and get those types of clients? It boils down to a couple of things. You need to identify who that person is, who that, not only their job role and the types of business that they work in, but who they are specifically. So for me, for example, cleaning companies, we would look at pretty much any facilities to go and clean, but it's very easy. I went to Google Maps. I looked at the big fucking buildings, right? Like they're the ones that are going to need a lot of cleaning hours rather than like Joe Bloggs' tiny little accountant services down the road. I went and looked at the massive manufacturing companies, food production companies. I was like, I'm going to go and find the right person in that business. And all I did was find the right person. So the job title, and then I went and found John Smith, who was in that job title, and I built a relationship with them. No different than what you would do for a very small client, right? You just build relationships and tell them that you can solve their problem. I did exactly the same, but for bigger clients, okay? I found John Smith, who was in the right job role, in the right business that I wanted to go after. I built a relationship, I nurtured them over time, and ultimately converted them into a client. Right? We did the outreach, we were cold calling, we were emailing, we were sending sales packs, we were doing networking, we were building the website, we were doing all the sort of normal stuff. And again, that is just skills. And if you haven't got sales process and you haven't got systems to actually go out there and reach out to those new clients, that's just something that you need to learn. a little plug, that's exactly what we do in Strategy 1, and we teach you how to do those things. And if you want to learn a bit more about that, there's a link in the description. We can have a chat and I can talk to you about what we do. But ultimately, all you need to do is just do those inputs on a regular basis to find the right people, generate those leads, and then take them through a nice sales process to convert them. And that sales process is just showing them that they are currently here, they have these problems, and you can do this for them and solve those problems, make their life easier. And that is as simple as that. But ultimately, the main thing that most people are doing, at least that I see, is they're not targeting the bigger businesses that they can provide the bigger services to and make the bigger money or sign the bigger contracts, simply because they don't believe that they can. They believe that they are a small business and they must work with other small businesses to slowly grow over the next billion years, right? That's completely wrong. You can go and find bigger contracts, bigger clients, and get your foot in those doors right now. You just have to, right? You just have to take the shot and the chance to go and do that so that you can grow your business. So again, if you are struggling with that at the moment, like, pop a comment. I'd love to help you guys. I'd love to give you some more value. And again, if this has been useful to you, pop it in the comments. I'd love to hear back from, what types of content that is going to help you even better. Let me know. That's what I'll be making. If you are currently struggling a bit to find the right people and get those big contracts and make that money in your business, and you want to find out a little bit more about how we can help you, again, there is a link in the description to this video. Jump in, we'll have a value call. I'll just assess whether we can help you or not with what you're doing. And if it is that case, then I'll talk to you about what we actually do. But for the most part, that is it for this video. I make these videos for business owners to get more clients, to make more money and grow their businesses. So if you're a business owner, you want to do any of those things, click subscribe, and hopefully I'll be making more content like this to help you do exactly those things. Until the next time, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you then.